Hey, it's Mario, and in this video we're going to talk about cheat meals. So this is one of my favorite topics, and I get a lot of questions on cheat meals, cheat days, refeeds, and these kind of things. So I decided to pick one of them, and this was one that came from a guy called Kevin that said, hey Mario, I've been dieting for a few months now, and I got from 17% body fat to 12% body fat, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, it's a goal for a lot of people. And Kevin was wondering, he says, now that I'm at 12% body fat, I want to get under 10% body fat. And I heard that cheat meals are good for getting to a single digit body fat level. Do you do cheat meals? So it's a very common question. I guess you might have wondered as well yourself. I mean, what are the effects of these cheat meals? Are they good for you? Are they bad for you? Should you proactively do cheat meals? How you can incorporate them in your diet? And what does the science say about cheat meals? So let's start off with the last one. If you look at all the research, I mean, the main kind of reason why people used to do cheat meals and they were kind of proponing cheat meals and advocating a lot of this kind of stuff was because it was a belief that the short-term refeed that you get from a cheat meal will help you recover leptin levels. And leptin is a hormone that regulates how much fat you can burn. And that hormone gets disrupted a little bit when you're dieting to a very low body fat percentage because you lose the amount of body fat you have, and it's directly linked to leptin. So the issue is now that the new research has shown that one single meal or even a single day of refeeding and eating is not enough to recover leptin levels. So there's really no science behind it, right? At least in terms of the physiological benefits. And now why most people do cheat meals and why most experts advocate cheat meals, I mean, even I'm saying that cheat meals can be a beneficial tool, is mainly for the psychological benefits. And then now that we cleared up the science behind it a little bit, and this is from experts like Lyle McDonald, Alan Aragon, I'm going to actually leave some of the research below, so if you guys want to nerd out on that. And now that we know that there's no physiological benefits, what are some of the psychological benefits? Well, it actually comes down to two categories of people, right? So if someone is a flexible dieter, so let's say for myself, and Kevin asked me a question, hey, do you do cheat meals? Well, I don't do cheat meals. And the reason why is because my diet is already flexible. So 80% of the time, I'm eating whole, unprocessed, healthy food that I really love. And the 20% of the time, I'm just pretty much eating whatever I want. And that can include like chocolate every day, pizzas, pancakes, which is my favorite cheat meal, is a combination of a pizza and pancakes. So once I do that, basically I can fit that into my diet without having any negative effects, right? I mean, I just have my calories. This is how many calories I can eat. This is how many carbs. This is how much fat, protein. I might change the fat and carb ratio just to help me fit all that in one day. And now that I have that, I just use an app like MyFitnessPal or some other app. I just track my diet and I can see, okay, here, I can fit this amount. And if I want to go over a little bit, it's fine as well for one single day. I mean, if it's like after workout especially, it's not going to be a big deal, even if I'm dieting. I mean, because I'm already in a caloric deficit. So one day going out of the caloric deficit won't make much of a difference if it's just like a few hundred calories or even 1,000 calories, right? So for the category number one that I would say here is someone who's flexible already. I mean, there's really no need for cheat meals. And I mean, I got to 7% body fat with pretty much eating whatever, all the foods that I love, and there was no limits whatsoever to what I could eat. I mean, there was limits in quantity, but not in like the type of food, because I pretty much ate whatever I wanted, as I said. So the category number two is kind of like that more bro, clean eating kind of extreme approach, which still some people are doing out there, which is not tracking their macros and just eating clean. So I don't know if that means that you're taking a shower before you have a meal or something else, because the whole clean eating thing is kind of like a big joke in the nutrition world. So the clean eating kind of thing is that you want to do that cheat meal because you don't have access to those foods. And then when you do eat that meal, you probably feel bad about it as well. And then the benefits should be like not just boosting your metabolism, but also like psychologically, you're just taking a break and you can go out, you can, I don't know, meet some of your friends and go out to dinner without having to worry, or is this clean, is this dirty, or whatever the terminology is. So I would say for the category number 2, if you're on a really strict meal plan, on a very rigid meal plan, if that works for you, if you're managed to stay very consistent with that, and if that's helping you maintain consistency, I mean, I have nothing against meal plans. I mean, I'm making a little bit of jokes on the terms of like clean dieting and clean eating, but if that works for you, if you really find that approach to be very effective for you and you're getting results with it, definitely stick with that. I myself, I'm more proponent of flexible dieting, but I mean, there's different ways to get to a goal, and both of these ways work. And I used to do clean, like kind of the clean eating bro 6 meals a day thing, so it works fine. I mean, I just reached my goal, same as now. I mean, now it was just a lot more easier and more enjoyable. So as I said, I mean, if you're in that clean kind of diet whole paradigm, then a cheat meal will help you maintain some social contacts and go out with your friends. You don't have to worry about meals. You can just have one meal, like a free meal where you can eat whatever you want. I kind of like to call them free meals, like Ronald McDonald, because just the word cheat is it's just kind of negative, right? You can't cheat and make that into a positive thing. Like cheating itself, it has a negative connotation to it. So I would call that a free meal. Now that kind of we got a little bit of the psychological benefits, I guess, the social aspect, and just your own break of the dieting, what are some of the effects that you can use cheat meals and kind of refeeds that are actually beneficial? So if you've been dieting to a very low body fat percentage, like myself at 7% body fat, as I moved to that level, I actually did do a couple of refeed days. And refeed days do have a purpose. That's not a cheat day. That's not a cheat meal. That's a refeed day. And on that day, since at, I don't know, 2,000 calories, you're very low on carbs, and you're low on fat as well. You're low on everything. And you could throw in a day or two where you could replenish a little bit of those carbs, like the glycogen reserves, and just go a little bit higher in the calories, just as a psychological, but also as a physiological thing, because I've noticed that the next couple of days, I'm really, really strong in the gym, right? I can do a lot more, and I feel like I have that I have that extra energy, I have that extra boost. So that would be the benefit of simply that refeed. And I'm not more into that extreme refeed kind of thing. I'm more into taking diet breaks. So if I'm dieting for, let's say, for 4 months, in those 4 months, I'm going to have at least 3-4 weeks of a diet break. Diet break is a period where you just eat maintenance calories. And my approach with the diet break is kind of like, you want to change the oil before the carb breaks. You know, that's kind of the analogy I like to use, right? You don't change the oil after the engine just gets fried, right? You want to do that before. And with diet breaks, what I noticed that last time I actually extended my cut for 6 months, so it just wasn't that hard. I was just, I just did a cut, back to maintenance, take a break, cut again, take a break, cut again. And it kind of fits my lifestyle as well, because I could time that break, let's say when you're traveling, and now you can take a break when holidays, and then you can resume the diet afterwards. And it's really beneficial for your training as well. As soon as your training volume starts suffering, your strength levels go down. As soon as you get into that diet break period, you get all those strength levels back, and you can push yourself harder in the gym as well. So you can maintain strength levels and increase strength levels as well. So diet breaks are awesome. I would recommend diet breaks for everybody. Like, rather do diet breaks and eat maintenance calories than just go to an extremist approach, like be super clean and then the 7th day just go all fucking out, eat 3,000 calories and end up with an eating disorder in the end, right? That's kind of how it usually turns out to be. So diet breaks are a little bit more systematic. They're planned. They're put in place to help you recover and they're a little bit longer, so they will actually help you recover those leptin levels and be able to burn more fat when you exit the diet break, when you go back into it. And diet breaks are kind of similar thing when you're, let's say you're in a bulk and then you're bulking and then you want to do a mini cut once in a while because you accumulated too much fat and you just weren't keeping track of fat gains. So that's also a place where you can use that. And that would be more of a strategic kind of thing rather than just relying on your impulse and just going all out. So yeah, that's some of the stuff related to cheat meals that I do, that I personally practice. I hope this video was helpful for you. And as I said, my favorite cheat meal is pizza combined with pancakes. I'm curious, what is your favorite cheat meal? And leave it below, and I'm looking forward to hearing some of your ideas. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click subscribe below, support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.